Hello everyone, in this video we're going to learn what is bracket order and cover order and how to use it with the different order types. I already made a video about explaining what is order types in Zerodha, and I have got a lot of good response and people been appreciating that through comments, and I'm really glad and I'm really thankful to each and everyone those who comment on the video. So in this video what I'm gonna do, I will explain it very simple and nice and easy that anyone can understand, especially the beginners. So before I explain what is bracket order or cover order, I would like to explain what is take profit and a stop loss and a trailing stop loss. Because if you know these three things, then only you can understand what is bracket order and how to use it. And the stop loss is just similar to the insurance of your vehicle. So when your vehicle got accident, if something happened to your vehicle, you can claim that money, you can claim and you can make it up and run again your vehicle, right? So just like that, in trading, if your trade going against you, if your trading not doing so well, so if you're losing a lot of money, you can stop at certain point before it make huge losses. So for that we use stop loss. For example, if you enter a trade at 1 lakh rupees and you have to stop your losses for 5,000 rupees, so you're thinking more than 5,000 I don't want to lose it, then you can stop it using a stop loss. That is called a stop loss. And trailing stop loss, that something moves along with your price. So for example, assume that you have entered a trade at a stock price of 100 rupees with a quantity of 1000. Once you enter the trade, assume your trade been going on, so you have a stop loss at 95 rupees. Here what will happen? The price might go 110, 120. By the time you can exit the trade, right, with profit. What you have, you didn't had any take profit or any target there. Then the price came back and hit our 95 rupees. And when the price hit 95 rupees, technically you out of the trade, right? So you have lost your trade. And when you look at the chart, you understand the price already raised 20 rupees, but you couldn't close the trade, but the price came down. When you have a trailing stop loss, as the price moves, like for example, if the price from 100 to it jump 110, your trailing stop loss will automatically jump along with the price. It will just follow the price. For example, if it's jump 110, your price can jump 100, 105. You can set the distance between entry and your trailing stop loss. So that is something called trailing stop loss. As much like when you know confirmation about your trade that this trade or this stock going to be blown up, so it's going to be a huge trend. So those time you can use a trailing stop loss. As much the price moves up, along with that your trailing stop loss will move. So this is stop loss and trailing stop loss. Let's come back to the take profit. So what is take profit? Take profit, that's something when you wanted to exit the trade with the profit. For example, either you're trading a buy order or you're trading on a sell order. At the both scenario, you can exit the market using take profit, like when the trade is in your favor. For example, if you enter a trade at 100 rupees, then you have to exit the trade if the price hit 150. Then you can set a target for 150, then it will go and hit a 150, then you are out of the trade. So this is where take profit and a stop loss you can use. For example, 95 rupees you are using a stop loss, and 150 rupees you are using a take profit. When the trade goes 100 to 150, you will exit the trade with a profit, or if the trade comes 95, then you will exit the trade with a loss. And take profit also called as a target. So now you know what is take profit and stop loss. Now let's come back to the bracket order. So bracket order that we use in Zerodha, it has to go with a compulsory stop loss and a take profit. So when you enter a trade, you have to enter a take profit and stop loss. And on the bracket order, along with stop loss and take profit, you also can add a trailing stop loss, which is optional. If you want, you can add it. If you don't want, you don't need to have it. Then it comes cover order. Cover order, it has to go with the compulsory stop loss. So when you enter any trade, you need to place a compulsory stop loss. Neither you're trading in a buy order, you're placing a sell order, you need to have a compulsory stop loss. That is called cover order. And to understand it, now let's go to the Zerodha order box. So right now we are using a Jindal Steel, and the price, it's a 204.55. that is current price. Below that, when you come, you are seeing a CNC and a MIS. So CNC, cash and carry. If you wanted to go for a delivery order, like you wanted to place a trade and you wanted to keep it for a long time period, then it's a CNC. MIS, margin intraday square off. It's intraday trade. So whatever you place in trade, it will square off end of the day. end of the day means that 320 it will be automatically square off if you don't have a stop loss or take profit. And along with that you will also get additional benefit, which is margin. You can able to purchase more stock than what you have in your account. Next comes market order types. So market, at whatever the current price is available at market price, you can place a trade. When you place market order based on market depth, whatever the price matching is there, so based on that your order will get triggered. And limit order, when you placing a order below than the current price, then you have to use a limit order for buy. For sell, if you wanted to go above the market order current price, right now the Zinda is still trading at 204.55, so above that you wanted to sell the stock, then you have to go with a limit order, and below current price then you have to use a limit price for the buy. For sell it's above, for buy it's below. Next, stop loss order. So you wanted to buy a stock above the current price. So now current price is 204.55. if you want to buy this above this price, then you have to go with a stop loss. When it comes to sell, if you wanted to sell the stock below than the current price, then you have to go for a stop loss order. Next comes stop loss market orders, and here there is a box called trigger price. I will explain it later. So you need to understand stop loss market order, it only above the market price if you wanted to buy. For sell, if you wanted to sell market price below than the current price, then you use stop loss market order. Now let's look at the variety, which is regular. There is no stop loss and take profit. Then bracket order, which we're going to learn in this video. So bracket order, I explained we need to enter a compulsory stop loss and take profit. So now we are in limit order, right? So here you have to do, first thing you need to enter a quantity, for example 200 quantity. So limit order, it's a price, that what price I need to enter this trade. For example, now current price is 204.55. so if you going to place a buy order, then you have to place a below than the current price, because we are in the limit order. Limit order always to buy the stock current below than the current price. For example, I will keep this 203, right? Next, stop loss and take profit. So for buy order I'm talking here, if you wanted to place a stop loss, when we going to lose the money in the buy, if the stock drop than the trigger price, then only we start losing money, right? So your stop loss has to be below than the entry price. Entry price is 203, right? For example, I will keep stop loss 195, because it has to be below than the entry price. Next comes target. Target, when we exit, when we are in profit only, right? So profit when will happen? When the price rising or gain, because we are entering a buy order. Then I have to keep a target. For example, I will keep 210, because target has to be above the what price we are entering, because we are entering a 203. If you enter a 201 or 200 or 202, it will not take, because take profit always come above the entry price. It's only for a buy order. When it comes to sell, let me shift this tab into sell. So when it comes to sell, limit order works opposite. In buy, we are using it to buy below than the current price, right? We use it to sell the stock above the current price. For example, now current price is 204, right? I can sell this stock using a limit order below than the 204. You need to choose above the 204.55. For example, I would like to sell this stock at 205, okay, with quantity 200. Now you can see my order is ready. I can sell this stock above than the current price, which is 204.55. Then I need to go for a stop loss and take profit, right? So stop loss, when we selling a stock, when we lose the money, if the price going against us, when the price will go against, if the price is going rising. So when we selling a stock, we are expecting market to slow down or dropping. When the price drop, then only we able to make profit. If the market is positive, if the candles are green, then we will lose this trade, right? So the stop loss has to be above the entry price for the sell order. Here we are entering a entry price of 205, right? Then stop loss should be above than this. Then I will choose 210. That anything above the entry price. So 210 technically it's above than the entry price. Then target. So when we make money in the sell order, when the stock price fall down. So if the price we are entering 205, then target should be, I will keep below than the entry price. It has to be below. For example, I will keep 200. So when the price reach 200, then I will make profit. If the price reach 200, then I will close this trade with a loss. So this is bracket order with limit. When it comes to stop loss, let me shift this into buy. So stop loss I have mentioned already. If you wanted to buy the stock above the current price, then you have to go for a stop loss order, right? So on the stop loss order, we are seeing two different boxes, right? One is price, one is trigger price. Let me add the price I told you already, stop loss order has to be above than the current price. If you wanted to buy the stock above the current price, then you have to use the stop loss order. For example, now price is 204.55, right? So I wanted to enter the trade at 210. For example, I'm telling, because it's above than the current price. It's above means it's more than 204, right? Then trigger price I will keep 212. Now what will happen, you might wonder why I'm using two different numbers here, right? When the price hit the 210, when the price hit 210 from current price, then our order will send to the exchange, then we will get trigger at 212. So the price when it's hit 210, our order will be getting ready to get triggered. Then the price hit 212, then we will in the trade. If the price did not hit 212, we cannot be in the trade. So that is trigger price and price. If you wanted to get in the market faster, you can keep both same. For example, 210, then order will get triggered. Next, bracket order, the stop loss and take profit. Again, we are buying the stock and buy, so our take stop loss and take profit same like before how I explained. So when we buying a stock, target always comes above, so we are making profit when the price gaining in a buy order. So now 210 is there, I wanted to exit the market with profit if the price is 220. Then stop loss has to be below than the current price, which is 200 or 205, whatever. I'm using a 200. Trailing stop loss is optional, you can keep it how much you want. I'm just leaving that because I don't use a trailing stop loss. So once the order get triggered, if the price reach 220, I will exit the trade with the profit. If the price reach 200 rupees, I will exit the trade with the loss. So this is for bracket order with stop loss. So this is for buy order when it comes to sell. So on the sell, stop loss work opposite to buy. So on the buy we are using stop loss to buy the stock above the current price. On the sell we are using sell the stock below than the current price. For example, now current price is 204.55, right? So what I will do, I will enter entry at 202 because we have to enter below than the current price. If you enter at 205 or above the 204.55, order will get rejected. Once I enter, I will come down. Trigger price. So trigger price I already told you, right? So once we hit the price, then we will get trigger at trigger price. So I can keep both are same. Next, bracket order. So stop loss and target you have to understand. So as I said, when we are selling a stock, we are expecting market to come down, market to fall. So when the stock price keep dropping, then only we can able to make profit. If the stock price rising against us, then we are losing the money. For example, we have to keep a stop loss, then it has to be above the entry, because when the price rising only we will lose the money. For example, now my entry is 202, so I'm gonna keep my stop loss at 210 and my target should be below than the entry price. Now entering 202, then my target should be below than that. I will enter at 190. So once the trade get triggered, if the price hit 190, I will exit the market with the profit. If the price hit 210, then I will exit the market with the loss. So this is how the stop loss order works for the sell. Next, we have to look at cover order. So cover order is really easy to understand. If you know how bracket order works, then you are able to understand cover order very easy, because cover order don't ever take profit, it only has a compulsory stop loss. On cover order you cannot use the stop loss and stop loss market order, you only use limit order. So when it comes to sell, limit order works only the above the current price. So when you have to sell the stock above the current price, then you have to use the limit. So on the buy, if you wanted to buy the stock below the current price, then you have to use the limit order. There is no stop loss order, so you cannot buy the stocks above the current price using cover order. You need to understand, and you cannot sell the stock below the current price using stop loss order. So you have to use only one option, that is limit order on the cover order. Then you have to enter a stop loss. So stop loss, if you entering a buy, stop loss should be below than the current entry price. If you are entering a sell, stop loss should be above the current price. So that is what stop loss order. And here there is no trailing stop loss, only the stop loss. So this is how we using bracket order and cover order with the different types of order types. And let me tell you, on Zerodha, when you're trading in a MIS, like intraday trading, you cannot use a bracket order and each and every stock that you found. There is a limited, that is sad thing about it. So we cannot use the bracket order most of the time. So that is why I use bracket order rare case in intraday. I always keep the eye on the trade, so I will exit the trade when I know this trade going to be against me, or when I know the trend it's not strong enough for me. I will exit the trade manually. And that is why we teach in a Blulio Trading Academy how to pick up proper stock to trade with the Zerodha, especially for intraday. There is thousands of stocks in the NSE, but you cannot trade each and everything. We only pick a particular stock which is broker allowing us to trade. So there is a lot of stocks are blocked for so many reasons on the Zerodha. There are only, so there are choices are limited when it comes to bracket order and cover order. So we only choosing a plain order, which is regular order without stop loss and take profit. And also there is one more option called GTT order. If you are a busy person, if you don't know how to exit the market on time, you can use the GTT order. And if you don't know what is GTT order, so I already explained that in previous video, so you can watch that video. I had the link in the description as well. And this was the video for today. And apart from this, we also have our online awesome course which we call 21 day trading challenge, where you can learn how to trade stocks just like professional trader in just 21 days. In this course included an intraday strategy and also advanced and basic lessons. And along with this, you also receiving a lot of tools which will be useful for you to trade in intraday. And if you're looking forward to grab this course, the link on the description box, and also you're getting an early bird discount. And this is the video for today, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.